When evaluating a task for richness, we'd like to provide this rubric to help out with analyzing the resource that you have selected. As you can see, we've listed a lot of the criteria for richness along this side, and what we'd like for you to do is take that task that you're looking at and evaluate it based off of whether we think that there is evidence of students as the workers and decision makers, evidence of high-level thinking and reasoning by the students, multidimensional, is that task got layers of complexity, multiple entry points, and possible multiple solutions and or strategies for solving it? Are they active in discussion or inquiry? Is the problem contextual? Does our task encourage multiple ways to solve or collaboration between the students? And lastly, is there going to be evidence of content standards, the standards of rigorous and mathematical practice? So evaluate that task that you have listed by going and putting evidence from the materials that you see. Once you've done this, you can then come over here and see, is there lacking space, and what needs to be added can be put in this column for suggestions for adjustment. Once you've gone through that, this document can serve as a point to come back to year after year or as you evaluate that task. And again, you can redo this after you have given the task again and say, well, I thought there might have been evidence of students and workers and decision makers, but when I thought they might have been more active in inquiry, there still wasn't much evidence of that in when I gave the task. So here are some additional strategies or suggestions I have for that activity. A great tool for using to evaluate richness in tasks. We'll work on the second part of this series to talk about ways that you can adjust tasks to add more of the evidence and criteria that we have listed here. It might be helpful to do this rubric as a team or as individuals and come back and compare your notes. What specific evidence did you see of contexts or high-level thinking and reasoning that maybe your teammates did not see? And certainly it'd be great to then compare the adjustments to see if you like ones that you might want to incorporate or a combination of a couple of ideas that would add a lot more of the richness that we can to the task. Again, this is a continuum. Richness is not a yes or no type question. We can make tasks more rich or tasks to be less rich than we would like by adding in more of these criteria to a task. We're upping the richness and making it more valuable for our students as they work within the math classroom.